Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. Third down here. Need 8 on the play. Here he goes. Third and long. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Prescott, both feet are down. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
At the 26-yard line.
These two.
Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Well, that is... pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Throws caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 4th quarter lead. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. As this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Third and a lone yard coming up. QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Hand off to the back. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Jaguars losing by 7. Offense to the line, 2nd down.
19 tight, 19 tight, down. Dragon 60. 79 Bronco.
Back to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Here he is to throw. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. The Jaguars are going to call their 1st timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
He'll look to throw it. Cut out left. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. With a dive up the middle. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Setting up to pass. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
The Jaguars will line up for the
Pack the 60,
two-point
pack the
conversion.
60. Ready, ready?
Complete at the 2. And he's going to run in for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. They didn't come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't come here today to come away with a tie. They came here for the W, baby. And that two-point conversion has them now moments away from that.
So many factors go into a big decision like that, Kate. You got to separate the emotion of it. You got to look at where your team is, and ultimately, who do you trust the most? In these huge decisions, time and again, it's all about trust to me. And this staff, well, they put the trust in that offense to go deliver, and boy, did they ever.
Yellow. There's a blue lady.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. The Packers take their first time out. In a good spot here, second and inches.
At the 45-yard line.
Yellow.
To the air, Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And they get the first down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
This game now resting on the attempt from Eddie Pinheiro. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. From the right hash, 52 yards out. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That kick was a heck of a distance, but with the adrenaline that you know he had flowing through him in that moment, it helped give him all the drive he needed to send the game winner through.
Here's Robinson with the return. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week.